What I've seen is tremendous apathy towards Jesus within the church and outside it. And so you get people that just come on a Sunday morning, but they're just apathetic. And they know these things are true, but they're apathetic. They're untouched and unmoved by them. And therefore, what Barry's done is helped, for me, give me the code on idols. Because that's the code. That's why people are not really engaging. Because their hearts are somewhere else. And they can be somewhere else with a very good thing. But it's like at All Souls, my church, the people whose kids don't turn up to be taught the Bible because school curriculum is so important. You know, towards exam time, none of the kids don't turn up. And you're going, well, it's a very good thing, your child's education. But actually, what we're modeling to them is, when you're really under pressure, put Jesus on one side. And So it's been such an all-embracing diagnosis of the issue of apathy for me as a pastor, and it's allowed me to ask much more perceptive questions. And it's been much more painful as we've done that. And the key to helping people see their idols, this is what's grueling, is you have to expose your own. They don't get it unless you say, let me just give you the DNA of mine in certain areas. And so, yeah, for me, it's the diagnosis of apathy that has been amazing, both with very committed Christians, so-called, or people outside the church. It's the same thing. You're hitting commandments 1 and 2 and how they're broken.
And I think one of the reasons that it is so pressing right now, it's like Rico's saying, is that these are things that in themselves are good things, nearly always. So it's an extremely seductive thing. You could say to somebody, do you realize that actually one of your idols is family? And people go, what's the problem? Like, it's family? I mean, you know, and certainly...
My mother.
Yeah. Like, what are you saying? It's bad to love my mother? I mean, come on. So that's, I think, what makes this such an important thing to look at, because these are things which, of course, in themselves are wonderful, God-given, and yet we can turn them into these things which absolutely poison us, and as Rico's saying, take away our love for Christ.
But one of the other things, they don't just affect us. So it's not just like, I look to this person to give me satisfaction in life. I'm looking to them to approve me and to define me. Like, that has a negative impact on us because obviously they can't do that. But particularly when it's another person, we're placing upon them a burden which they cannot deal with. They can't, like, no human being can bear the weight of all of your worship, adoration, needs, etc. So whether it's someone who's desperately sort of trying to please their parents or something, or a parent who is living their life through this child, the expectation is like, it's just a creature. It's going to be crushed. You're not just going to lose out yourself. You will destroy these things around you, which is so good. There's a great illustration we use with Rico talks about the violin to put in a tent peg, and it smashes the violin, and it's not going to get your tent. You're not going to have a great camping experience. And the great thing with that is that you go, no, let's use these things properly. They're supposed to be gifts from the Creator. They're not supposed to bear the weight of all of our hopes and dreams themselves.
Francis Schaeffer said, if you don't feed on Christ, you will feed on each other. So he said, lots of perfectly good marriages get broken because people are saying, you fulfill me. Yeah. Well, only God can do that. And if you ask the other person to do that, then suddenly you go, well, I'm not fulfilled. It's obviously them. They're failing. So we really hope this will help people unpick an awful lot of stuff that is actually leading into a spiral of real destruction.